Good morning, everyone. So, welcome to our Workplace Wellness Wednesday webinar. Our topic for today is Guard Your Gut Holiday Feast, not Stomach Beast. So, aside from the kainan, magiging rampant din minsan yung sakit when it comes to gastroenteritis. So, our topic for today is about gastroenteritis. So, discussion points, the definition, signs and symptoms, prevention, treatment, and management. So, what is gastroenteritis? So, it is the inflammation of the stomach and intestines, usually caused by viral, bacterial, or parasitic infections, also known as stomach flu, but not related to actual influenza virus. So, gastroenteritis, ito yung common na nai-encounter natin kapag nakakain tayo ng maduming pagkain, minsan nakakainom ng tubig ng madumi. So, para siyang LBM or diarrhea. So the causes for that one are viruses, bacteria, parasites, contaminated food or water, poor hand hygiene. Pwedeng hindi siya cause ng ibang viruses. Pwedeng hindi lang tayo nagugas ng kamay. Pwede siyang mag-trigger to get the gastroenteritis. Minsan, the viruses also will be coming from the let's say may sipon tapos na hawakan niya yung table tapos nahawakan mo din and then nalanghap mo or kumain ka without washing your hands, pwede din yung maging cause ng gastroenteritis. So watch out for nausea and vomiting, diarrhea, watery stools, stomach pain or cramps, fever and chills. Kapag nag-fever and chills ka na, it means to say you are having a signs of dehydration. And then headache or body weakness, dehydration, dry mouth, dizziness, and less urination. So what are the preventions? So number one, practice good hygiene by washing hands thoroughly, handle food safely, wash fruits and vegetables thoroughly, lalo na sa palengke or sa public places na na-expose yung fruits, hindi natin alam anong dumapo doon ng mga langaw or may mga humahawak doon na madumi yung kamay, so we have to wash it. And then avoid cross-contamination by separating raw and cooked foods. Clean kitchen surfaces and utensils regularly. So kapag may mga bisita, most likely ganun yung nangyayari. We have to practice um, cleanliness, lalo na sa mga utensils kasi iba-iba yung gumagamit ng mga utensils kapag merong mga salo-salo. And then drink clean and safe water. So use filtered or boiled water, especially in areas with poor sanitation. So sa atin, we are using tawag nito, distilled water or nabibili natin na mga distilled water sa mga water refilling stations. And then disinfect surfaces, of course, magpunas tayo sa any surfaces like doorknobs, counters, bathroom fixtures. Use disinfectants effective against norovirus. So most likely mga ano yan, nakukuha natin by not washing our hands. And then be cautious when traveling. So kapag mag-out of town tayo or out of country, so avoid street food or raw foods in area with poor hygiene. Stick to bottled water and well-cooked meals. So let's say hindi nyo maiwasan kumain ng street foods, pwede nyo namang ipainit yung pagkain ulit to make it sure lang na kapag may mga contamination na meron doon sa food, pwede siyang mawala through re-cooking or reheating the food. And then kapag hindi nyo kabisado yung lugar or first time nyo pumunta doon, you have to drink bottled water lang. Wag magkumpiyansa sa tap water, lalo na pag hindi nyo alam yung source ng tubig nila. And then isolate when sick. If infected, avoid preparing food or close contact with others until at least 48 hours after symptoms stop kasi pwede kasing yung hand hygiene or hand washing practices ng taong nagkasakit hindi din ganun ka maintained or hindi niya pina-practice talaga, may possibility na yung mga kasama niya mga hawa din. So treatment and management. So number one, we have to stay hydrated. So drink water, oral rehydration solution like ORS or Orisol like Pocari Sweat, pwede ding Gatorade, and then clear soup or electrolyte drinks. And then watch for dehydration. So monitor your urine for infrequent dark output and be aware of symptoms like dizziness. Yung urine, pwede kasi siyang dark dark color yellow or papunta na siya sa brownish. And then yung frequency ng pag-iihi mo, let's say after 6 hours hindi ka pa umiihi kasi yung normal na ang bladder kasi natin normal or maximum capacity niya na stock ng urine sa pantog natin is around 3 to 4 hours. So kapag hindi ka nakaihi na after that hour, so could be you have a signs of dehydration. Hindi ka or could be hindi ka uminom ng tubig or pwede ding before that time na napuno yung pantog mo, nag-poops ka or umihi ka ulit or nag-vomit, pwede din 'yun. So ease back to food. So choose bland foods like rice, banana, toast, or crackers and starchy foods like apple or potato. No oily foods talaga kapag meron kang gastroenteritis kasi magti-trigger siya lalo kapag kakain ka ng mga oily foods. Kailangan bland or mga starchy foods. And then OTC prescription medications, a doctor may prescribe anti-vomiting or anti-diarrhea medication for severe symptoms. But for emergency cases, pwede tayong uminom ng Ersiflora or Lomotil with Buscopan kapag medyo sumasakit yung tiyan mo na may kasamang hilab, yung parang tumutunog siya, yun, pwede kayo uminom ng Buscopan with Lomotil. And then, Ersiflora. And then antibiotics for antiparasitics, a doctor may prescribe a targeted antibiotic or antiparasitic medication. So for antibiotics or antiparasitics, kailangan kasi nasa hospital ka niyan or kailangan mo mag-consult ng doctor. It's because kailangan nilang i-check yung ang stool sample mo if merong bacteria or parasites na nandoon sa poops mo before silang mag-prescribe. And then intravenous IV fluids for severe dehydration, hospitalization, and IV fluids may be necessary. For example, nagva-vomit ka and nagpo-poops ka for 12 hours after 2 hours. Pwede din kasi yung mabilis ka ma-dehydrate. So kapag gano'n, pwede na kayong pumunta sa hospital to seek proper medical advice. Huwag na po tayong self-medication, lalo na magkasabay ang pagsusuka at pagdudumi. Kasi mahirap 'yun kapag na-dehydrate kasi tayo at hindi maagapan at 'pag nag-IV si nurse sa ER, mahihirapan silang hanapin yung ugat mo. Iimpis kasi yung ugat natin kapag dehydrated tayo. So in order for us not to prevent that one, kailangan as soon as possible kapag medyo more than 3 times ka nang nag-vomit, nag-poops ng sabay, punta na agad sa hospital or sa clinic for proper management. So seek medical attention. So as what I'm saying earlier, so vomiting persists for more than 12 hours or let's say more than 3 hours na sunod-sunod or pagpupups na sunod-sunod, magpa-check na tayo. And then there's blood in stool or vomit. Kasi hindi natin alam, baka meron na palang laceration or anal fissure sa pagpupups mo or could be pagsuka mo na sugatan yung lalamunan mo while vomiting or pwede din kasi na yung blood is coming from the inner part ng body mo which is galing talaga siya sa stomach. And then you have signs of severe dehydration such as infrequent or dark urination, dizziness, or fainting. So kapag dehydrated kasi tayo, medyo nagiging disoriented tayo, medyo nahihilo. Kapag mga gano'n, wag naman nating antayin. So magpa-check up na tayo. Just to make it, you have to make it sure also na umiinom ka talaga ng electrolyte drinks, may water, kumakain ka ng starchy food. Kahit pabalik-balik ka sa CR, you have also to take food and drinks kasi every time na nagba-vomit tayo or nagpo-poops tayo, pwede kasing mawala yung mga electrolytes sa katawan natin na may lead to a different disease naman. And then high fever, 38.5 degrees Celsius. Kapag ganyan na kasi ibig sabihin, nandun ka na sa peak ng dehydration. So, ibig sabihin yung lagnat mo, ano na siya, could be hindi lang pala siya dehydration, pwede siyang may bacteria na kailangan i-treat or merong parasite na nakapasok sa katawan mo. So we have to make it sure let's all practice good hygiene and safe eating habits, especially during gatherings or holidays. Napapansin natin may mga series of mga lakads na tayo like family dinner outside sa bahay natin, could be sa mga restaurants. So we have to make it sure na we have to practice good hygiene because a healthy gut means a happy, active you. So guard your gut and stay gastro-free. So disclaimer lang, I am not a doctor, so I am a nurse. I can help you with the assessment. You can reach out to me through Teams or our HR phone number kung meron man kayong mga symptoms na nararamdaman. Kahit very mild lang yan para ma-assist ko din kayo at ma-refer. At kapag nasa bahay naman tayo, kapag medyo meron tayong symptoms na nararamdaman, tatlo lang yung hanggang tatlong beses lang tayo mag-observe. Kung more than that, magpa-check up agad. So kapag may mga Medicard naman tayo, we can access the Medicard Go Up or the My Packet Doctor or ibang mga online consultations na pwede natin matawagan ng mga doctor in case of emergencies. And then kapag hindi na talaga kaya, you can go directly to ER. All right. So short and simple lang yung topic natin today about gastroenteritis. So this is just a reminder for us to be careful. It's because parties na tayo and celebration na going to New Year. And kung wala man kayong mga questions, you can send me sa Teams na lang if may maalala kayo later. And thank you everyone for attending our wellness talk. Thank you so much.